Mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic check, 1 2 1 2. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. The good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. Let me go ahead and try to fix my little virtual vertical camera, put it together. First time to the channel, guys. Subscribe, notified, all the good things, make yourself well versed in the good Doc's content. All that good stuff shall be listed in the link in the description area below. It is a beautiful, 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 beautiful Sunday evening. Official time check, 8:42 in the PM. Eastern Standard Time, 7:42 Central, which makes it about 5:42 for everybody repping that West Coast. And of course, 8:42 in the AM Philippine Standard Time. Wherever you guys are reporting in the world today, maraming salamat sa lahat. And thank you guys for joining the Good Doc on this particular live stream. For those that catch this on the playback, thank you guys for locking in. All right, just wanted to have a quick Q&A with you guys, man. Today's been a pretty awesome day. I want to go ahead and greet you guys, just in case I don't greet you guys tomorrow, but a happy, 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 happy Memorial Day. Big love to all of my veterans out there. Big love to all of my people who are military based at this moment. Much love to y'all. Real talk. Much love to y'all, real talk. So today, I wanted to carve out a moment because I haven't been on in the last few days, but I wanted to carve out a moment to go ahead and let you guys Q&A with Doc real quick before, I go on about my business and I let y'all go on about your business. I show the love, I give the love. My man, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you coming through. We always do nothing but instant classics, guys. You already know what it is, but it's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening, guys. And I just wanted to have a conversation. I don't know if you guys had anything that you wanted to talk about, anything that you wanted to get off your chest real quick. But if you do, by all means, man, that is what the platform is for. Let me know what's on your mind, and I'll be glad to oblige. Good, bad, or indifferent, Doc will answer most questions, if not all questions that you guys ask. Earlier today, as you guys know, I did put out a video about people publicly or choosing to make it public that they're unsubscribing to YouTube channels. Again, that particularly came from an actual situation that I was experiencing myself, and also something that was happening with somebody else on somebody else's channel and stuff like that. And I kind of, I got a little chuckle out of it, man, because I've never been in a position where people had to make it known or make the announcement, like, they're gonna stop the show and stop the presses over the fact that they no longer desire to fuck with your content. And I get it, all right. And that's a lot of the things that I want to address here as well. As always, man, I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that there are people out there that are outdoing me, and they will continue to outdo me. All I can do is work with what I got, be blessed with what I have, be happy and blessed with what God has given me, and continue to give you guys that energy. Maybe one day soon the doc will blow the fuck up, and then I'm gonna be all super bougie and shit, and there ain't nobody gonna be able to holler at me because they're gonna be like, Doc done made it to the big stage. Now ain't nobody trying for the Doc ain't trying to be around nobody. He done already turned his back on his audience and shit. Maybe one day it will come. Never. Never that. But in fairness, just definitely wanted to have this moment with y'all in politics with y'all. So if you have anything that's on your mind or your chest, you want to get it off, by all means, that's what I'm here for. Like I said, I don't need to be on here very long if you guys don't want to be on here very long. So if you have nothing to say, no comments, concerns, or questions or anything, I will be glad to let it be. All right. Quick question, Mike. Do you believe that a vaccine will always be required to go to the Philippines, or be only until COVID is declared over? Well, that is a great question. Here's what I've been hearing. Now let me tell you what I've been hearing, and you guys can confirm or deny this. But as far as what I'm aware of, right? As far as what I am aware of, um they're acting as if the COVID vaccine or the shot is going to be somewhat like a flu shot is, right? They're making it seem as though they're like it's something you're going to have to get annually, or something they're going to recommend that you get annually. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. I've been hearing a lot of people say, this is going to start to become an annual thing. People are going to have to get this shot every year or so. It's going to be like I said, an annual thing. So in reference to the Philippines, I think that if you got it, I don't really think they're gonna press you to get it again. So I wouldn't say you said a vaccine will always be required to go to the Philippines. Um, I want to say for at least the next few years. In my opinion, it's just an opinion, guys. Like I said, you can take this how you want to. But in my opinion alone, I do believe that at least in the next couple of years, 2022 and 2023, I do believe that having that vaccination will definitely be a part of the process for you to get into the country. I'm not sure if there's any country on earth right now that you'll be able to get into. I'm sorry, there's countries that you can't get into without being vaccinated, probably. But in reference to specifically the Philippines, guys, I don't believe that you're going to be able to get in country, at least for the next few years, without being able to show that you've been vaccinated. All right. So if COVID will ever be declared over, I doubt they'll ever let that happen, especially when I'm hearing on the news today, which is why I hate the news. Everybody's talking about, oh man, there's a UK variant, there's an Indian or a strand that came out of India, more specifically. That's a variant. I'm like, man, you know what? Just fuck it, man. Just fuck it. I'm not even gonna try anymore to try to keep up. JJ, look, man, I gotta take what God has given me, my friend. And if you feel that way, I know I feel that way. It is what it is, man. I have to be happy, content, and complacent because eventually my time will come. You know what I'm saying? Eventually my time will come. And when it comes, please believe I'm going to lock in and I'm going to take full advantage of it. I just have to wait my turn. That's the best way for me to look at it. Got to wait your turn sometimes. So maybe in the near future, hopefully I hit those numbers. If I don't, guess what? I'll still be right here hollering at my people. And we still gonna be having the most fun that we possibly can on the Dr. Mike TV channel. Mike, any more information on the American and Filipino wife that were executed last week outside of Davao? What? You know what, my bruh? I haven't heard anything about that. I am so sorry. That had not come across my news site. I did not. I denote that I don't know how I missed it. Anything that happens in Davao, I'm normally on top of it. Or at least if I miss it, my young lady will bring it to my attention. But that one flew below the radar. So I have to tell you, I absolutely have no idea what's going on, man. If you know the story, by all means, I'll definitely try to look into it and see what's popping. But I did not catch that one, and that's on me. That is all on me. Do you think for expats living in the Philippines on various visas that they will be forced to get the vaccination to stay there? No. If you're already in country, they're not going to press you. I think if you leave and you come back, yeah, you'll get pressed about having a vaccination. But I do not believe that if you're in country, they're going to make you get the vaccine. No, no, I doubt that. I doubt that. And the reason I doubt that is because they already know that even most average Filipino people aren't going to be able to afford that $3,500 shot, 3,500 peso, not dollar shot. So it's not like they're going to force foreigners who are in the country to get it. They'll probably want to make sure anybody coming in will get it unless they're already Filipino citizens. They have to probably make sure that they get it. But as far as foreigners that are already currently living, I doubt they're going to go and try to find all of you to say, yo, you got to get the vaccine shot. Not unless you go to renew your visa and they say you're not going to leave this compound until you get the shot or some shit like that. But unless they give it to me for free, which I doubt that they will, being a foreigner in the Philippines, then chances are, I don't see them requiring you to get that. Shout out to my man, Mr. Smith. What's good? Hey, you want to email this too, bro. Just make sure you know that. Other vloggers are talking about it. How about that? Doc missed one. Fuck it. It is what it is. I'll take the L on that one. I don't want to come in and start talking about it now since it seems like I'm a little bit behind the eight ball on that one, but I did not catch the what part of Davao were they execute? I'm sorry, let me not use that word. What part of Davao were they yeeted in? Where in Davao more specifically? Because if you would have asked me, I could tell you the places not to travel outside of Davao. I try to tell y'all all the time. I give you the rundown of places I will never go. But if you know the name of the place, let me know what it is. I just don't have time to Google search it. Um, them KFC biscuits, no man. We Popeye biscuits over here, man, because that shit hard to swallow, my G. Popeyes all the way. Way outside of Davao in the province, man shot in the car. A woman ran and was chased down, shot by two guys on a motorbike. That's unfortunate. The story was everywhere. Doc stays off of the media for the most part, guys. They even posted graphic pictures on the screen. God dang. Will young permanent relocated to the Philippines be able to be with your girlfriend or someday apply so she can join you in the US? Oh, you talking about my young lady? Ah, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Filipinos right now, man, yeah, they have to pay for the shot. Whenever the shop becomes available, they do have to pay 3,500 pesos from what I read. That's crazy. You know what, guys? How about we just do this the old fashioned way? Give me a second. Screw it. My bad, guys. We're gonna do this the old fashioned way. Give me a second. Let me enter my studio. We just gonna do a search on it. I'm gonna see what they say. Give me a second. We're gonna do this the right way. I will just screen share some shit. See what we got going on here. See what Doc missed. Share the screen. All right. See what we got here. So let's type in foreigner, foreigner. Ah, crap, foreigner and Davao killed. Sounds like easy to remember. Six foreigners killed in Davao. That was 2020. That's not the right one. Uh, foreigners killed outside of Davao. Side foreigners. Hold on. I gotta figure out. He said, "Doc, I couldn't find it online. Only from other YouTubers." All right, so only YouTubers are talking about this. Come on now. What kind of major site wouldn't post? Hold on. Maybe okay. Now that brings up a great question. If only certain websites are covering it or only local YouTubers are covering it, that just means to me that they are not trying to let this news get out. So let me try it again. I'm gonna type in foreigner killed in Davao, right? Foreigner killed in Davao province. Let me try something. I mean, fuck, it's gotta come up, right? No, that doesn't sound right. The Death Squad. Let's not go there because I'm not trying to get my ass killed. Come on, man. It's not showing up. So you mean to tell me all the four? See, I guess that's because I'm not in the in crowd right now. That's probably why I'm lacking in these Philippine streets. But yo, that would have been something that people would have known about, right? So I guess that Doc is just not in the know. All right, shit, fuck it. All right. Anywho, let me go ahead and exit myself out of this bitch. Anyway, but yeah, unfortunately, I guess that's what I missed out on. My bad. Couldn't find it online. So somebody, hey, if I can't find it online, I guess I'm missing out on that one. Lamont Taylor, what's good with you, brother? American Filipina Destiny said it was near where she lives, and I think she's closer to Tagum. Okay, man, Tagum is still a relatively safe place, guys. Tagum is still relatively a safe place. It's just when you start to get to Mancayo and all of those areas on the outskirts of Tagum where things start to get a little shifty. Going towards Mati, for the most part, is still relatively safe. So yeah, that might be a thing too. Maybe this just happened so recently that international news hasn't picked up on it. Maybe the Philippine Star and Sun Times and all of those haven't covered the story yet. So maybe we just have to wait for it. But if y'all keep telling me all these forwarders are covering the story, well, damn, man, how did the doc miss out on that one, man? I'm usually big on catching all of the information when it comes through, but like I said, man, hell, Doc can't get them all. But I swear I would have known about that one. I know somebody would have told me about that one. It would not have gone this long without me knowing what's happening in my particular area. So if it did happen in the provincial areas, guys, and it's not something that you can find online or anything, yeah, yeah, for sure. And that is exactly what I'm thinking. They do not want that information to get out, gentlemen. I'm telling you, that is something they do not want to get out. So I would not be surprised if you never hear about that story. You know, especially when you're trying to quote unquote encourage tourism and things like that to the country. What kind of reputation do you think the Philippines, more specifically an area in Davao, which I vouch for, what kind of reputation do you think that place is going to get? I'm sorry, guys. I ain't turn my camera back on. I'm sorry. But yeah, what kind of reputation do you think that particular area is going to get um, as a result of, having this particular news come out about what's going on in the areas? It's scary, my friend. It's definitely scary. And, it comes with the territory, guys. I mean, when it comes to the country, man, I kind of feel like there's good, bad, and ugly, and everywhere that you go, you can say that shit about the United States too. But I kind of feel like you just have to be able to accept it all. I mean, it's just the way that it is. All right. I think probably in the beginning when I first started my YouTube tenure, I would say that maybe my content was more favorable towards the country. And I do believe till this day that my content is still very favorable towards the travel there. But I've kind of just introduced a lot of things that I have found to be interesting and a lot of things that I have found to be shocking and something that I think that my foreigners need to know whenever they're choosing to make such trips or destinations to the country. So it's just like you have to be able to accept the good, the bad, and the ugly, and damn sure the indifferent. So I'll find it eventually, and maybe my young lady can clue me in on what's really going on. I'd have to ask her, but it'll be all right. He said, got to be some story behind it. Was it a robbery? Did they make someone mad? Sounds crazy that they just chased him down. Maybe they cut him off on the road. Oh, I mean, well, I've cut off when I used to drive in Davao. I've cut off a motorbike before, and whenever we got stopped at the light, the dude did have some very choice words, racial words, I should say, that he just wasn't happy. And I mean, I get it because if somebody cuts me off, I'm pretty pissed off too. So I wasn't really mad, and I didn't mean it. It's just that he was pulling up quicker, too quick, while I was trying to bust a U-turn, and it just didn't end well. So it just happened to end the way that it did. I mean, he pulled up and he had some choice words for the doc, but I kind of just let it go because, again, I have to admit that at that moment I was at fault. You know what I'm saying? It was on me that that I cut him off by accident. But yeah, I've been cursed out by some motorbikes before, but maybe nowadays with the energy that a lot of people are holding, the fact that this is a provincial area, allegedly, because I still don't know exactly where people are telling me this is coming from. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on in the province, man. A lot more things, the rules are a little bit more relaxed in the province because there's not a lot of people in the province. So as a result, you're going to expect that there are going to be some things going on that you may not find in the city. So people riding around with, weapons, if that's the case, you cut them off, they're going to chase you down. Sounds crazy, but I don't know, man. The world is a very, very scary place, man. Well, if I catch that on their channels, man, I'll definitely have to catch up again, guys. Doc is not in the inside of this one. It weirds me out that anything happening in Davao I'm not in the know of because that's kind of supposed to be my thing. But yeah, I can't get them all, gentlemen. Doc can't get them all, man. He said, "Hey, they'll just check the cameras in the province." Yeah, tell me what kind of cameras you're expecting to see in the province. Number one, number two, tell me what type of quality you're expecting. 1080p, 4K in the province. Good luck, my friend. Good luck, my friend. The Matrix have more violence than the Philippines. Yes. So again, you're likely going to, you know, I'm sorry, the likeliness of you experiencing more hostile, violent situations in your own home country, which would be the U.S. in our situation, you're more likely to experience those issues in our own backyard more so than you would experience that in a place like the Philippines. All right. Most of the time, I'll tell you the truth, man. A lot of people think that you really have to be. Hold on, time out. So they didn't cover the story either. Okay. Um, but here's the truth, man. And this is what I've learned throughout my fucking million years in the country, guys. I've told you this time and time again. I'll tell you time and time again more. As long as you don't fuck with nobody, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. All right. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you don't bother nobody, nobody's gonna bother you. All right. If your energy and the way that you carry yourself within the country, if you're a cool person, if you're, smiling and you're friendly, you're going to get smiling, friendly, natured people back. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that it is. I can tell you right now, I've never come across anybody who just came up to me and hated me without knowing me. Never. I have never had a Filipino person approach me with negative energy a day in my life. I will never say that it won't happen, but I've never had one person come up to me with negativity and animosity in their blood, or maybe they might have felt that way until we actually had a conversation. I've never had that happen. Now I can't read minds, nor can I, read, I can't read minds and I don't know everybody's intentions, but I can honestly tell you that I've never had people come up to me with negative vibes ever. And even if they may have had that in their bones, once we, like I said, had the conversation, the shit was different. It's not the same. So for me to sit here and be like, oh man, you don't want to go to this place because of this or this, that, and the other, it's wrong, man. The shit don't matter. It's never mattered. People are going to feel the way they're going to feel about you regardless. And for the most part, foreigners kind of just, as long as you stay out of the way, stay out of people's way, you're good. And that's provincial or city life. You mind yours, you don't get up in everybody else's shit, you're fine. All right. That's just my only advice. I mean, I think when we try to involve ourselves in, foreign politics, or we try to involve ourselves in religious aspects of it, and we try to involve ourselves in things that we literally have no business, that's when people start to feel away about us. That's the truth for me. That's when people start to feel away. That's when people start to feel away. The Mindanao has higher violence than other areas. True. The Mindanao region is known for as the area that houses the Abu Sayyaf and the rogue groups in the country. You'll find those more so in the provincial areas in Mindanao for sure. But I've told y'all time and time again, man. I told y'all where y'all can go in Davao City. I mean, where you can go in the Davao region and you're good to go. I told y'all that there's only certain places I can vouch for, and I've told y'all the places that I vouch for. If you put Davao City right here in the center, hold on, let me do something. Let me do something for y'all real quick. Hold on, let me do something for y'all real quick because we're gonna do a screen share. I'm gonna bring up a map of Davao City, map of Davao region. All right, let's try to see if we can figure this out. For show. Give me a minute. Try to see if I can bring this up for y'all. I'll be with y'all in a minute. I need something big. All right. Hopefully this is big enough. Let me zoom in real quick. Give me a second. All right. That should work just fine. All right. And let me back that up. Hold on. I'll show it to you guys in a second. Give me a second. I guess. Anywho, anyways, man, guys, make sure you subscribe, do all the good things, make stuff well versed in the good times content, everything you need to know about me listed in the link in the description area below. If you want to support the channel, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy and blessed you choose to come through. Spend a little bit of time with the boy today. Now you're on doing. All right, let me share with y'all the map of Davao City, or the map of the Davao region. All right, so Exhibit A. Hold on, let me get this off the screen real quick. John, you're right, brother. Can you see that? I hope you guys can see that. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. Just a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna tell you all the areas that I have personally been in Davao. All right, let's start with the nitty gritty right here, baby. Davao City. You see a little star right there? That Davao City. That's my shit. Okay. I vouch for Davao City to the day that I die. This little star right here, bro. That's me. I got that. I vouch for Davao City, and I can tell you, in my personal opinion, in 10 years experience, Davao City, relatively a safe place. All right. Like I said, you may have had that night market bombing that happened. Yes, bad things happen every fucking where. And yes, the same rules apply in Davao. Degos. Degos is okay. There's not a lot in Degos, in my personal opinion. Degos is just it's okay. All right. You could go there. I haven't heard too many issues there. And then there's also Jensen. I don't see Jensen on here. I really don't see Jensen. Melita, you're pushing it. I'm not saying Melita's a bad area. I never say that, but you're pushing it there. Coronadal. I'm sorry, guys. This place right here, people, just notifications and stuff. I wish I would stop popping up. Coronadal, I've got friends that came from there. I've had friends that say, you might want to skip out on that one. Not too much for you to see, anyways. General Santos City, right here. Here's Jensen. I thought Digos was not further than Jensen, but my bad. Jensen seems pretty safe. I remember one time we went there and the vibe just wasn't a great one. So I've kind of just avoided going back. Isulan, never been, never heard anything about it. Super provincial. Not heard of this place. The Sharif. Oh, that's not even in my area. I'm sorry. Cotabato City. I'm Gucci. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna do Cotabato. All right. Cotabato, I didn't leave anything in Cotabato, nothing that I can say. But once you get to Jensen, ladies and gentlemen, you're pushing it. I can't vouch for anything outside of Jensen. There might be some shit that you might enjoy, but I suggest you do your due diligence. I said, once you get past Jensen, I can't vouch for anything else. This map seems way off, but maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. All right, now we're going towards Davao del Norte, the Tagam area. Tagam's dope. I've been to Nambutaran. Nambutaran is dope. It's okay. There's nothing there, but it's okay. Now, after Nambutaran, you have Moncayo, which is not listed on the map because Moncayo is such a small place. So the only reason I was able to really know about these areas was because that's where my girl is from Surigao del Sur. So for us to get to Surigao del Sur, we had to travel up north to get to where she's at, which I don't think is not even listed on the map. So my girl's from Surigao del Sur. There's Catiil. I've had some young ladies that I've known from Catiil. I'm not going to talk about that. But Compostela Valley, man, in general, like this area here, you're not going to hear any too much, bad shit happening in the Compostela Valley area. Mati, like I told you guys before, Mati is pretty much within the Davao Oriental region. And they got some great beaches and stuff, and I haven't really heard any negative energy there. But once you start to travel up north in this region, what is that? 13? I don't know about region 13, Pippin. I don't know anything past this place. I travel just to go to my girl's place and back home. I don't know about those in between places. There's not a lot to see when you're making that trip up that way. So, there's not a lot of development happening up north, not unless there's been a change. But once you get to Tagum, outside of Tagum, I can't really tell y'all anything, man. And the reason I can't tell y'all anything is because first of all, there's not a lot going on, first and foremost. All right. Not a lot going on, first and foremost. But another thing about those particular areas outside of those places is, man, you pushing it, bruh. You pushing it because you can't sit there and say, okay, well, this area is safe. Like if you've only spent a day, 3 days, 5 days, a week or so in a particular area, even I don't feel like I would be in a position to tell you, all that place to say, man, nothing happens in this area, or not. I wouldn't say nothing, but nothing really bad happens to foreigners in these particular areas, right? But in the Mindanao region, like my man John said, it is known as probably one of the most, if not the most dangerous areas in the Philippines, guys. The Mindanao region is known as the most dangerous area in the Philippines. I understand how it got its rap. Again, you guys know there was that firefight up going towards right after Cagayan de Oro, you got Iligan and Marari and all of those places up there that people tell you never go, man. You don't want to go to Marari. You don't want to go to Iligan. You don't want to go past Cagayan de Oro because, it's dangerous there. I've never been, so I can't personally confirm or deny that. But I have no reason to sit there and not take a person's word for it. That's what kills me. And I know there's always a couple of people out there that are going to be like, well, I went there and I didn't have any problems. So my bad, my camera's off. Anyways, there's always going to be some people that will say, oh man, I've been there, doc. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing going on over there, man. Everything's Gucci over there. Everything's cool, bro. Everything's cool, man. Everything's cool over there, man. You don't have nothing to worry about, right? But then again, I have other people saying you might want to watch yourself, and then you have other people saying it's okay. So now you have to figure out how bad you really want to go there. All right, when it comes to these particularly dangerous areas, you have to understand within yourself what type of danger are you willing to accept? What type of shit are you willing to go through to get to these places? Again, understand the reasons why you're going to these places. All right. I often tell people, man, look, the Philippines houses a lot of different beautiful things to see. All right. And 9 times out of 10, hell, 9.9 times out of 10, when you're traveling to provincial areas, you're not traveling there to see the scenic views, friends. You're there to go see a significant other. I say 9.9% of the time because that's the truth. 9.9% of the time, y'all traveling just to get you some or to see somebody, right? But what I encourage you to do is to have that young lady meet you in the city of whatever city you're living in, whether it be Cebu City, whether it be Davao City, whether it be Manila or any other place inside of the city. That way you ain't got to travel. Or if you're going to travel, you guys travel together. I'd rather you travel with somebody than to travel by yourself because you may not know the ins and outs. And sometimes a young lady will tell you straight up, no, 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 no. I will meet you. They'll tell you straight up, I'll meet you. You don't have to come to my place. I'll meet you. The real ones will find a way to meet you. Now you might have to pay for that fare. Just note that. But most of them will come meet you in like the city area as opposed to making them travel to the province to see them. And the reason that most of them will meet you is as long as you guys come together, it's a little bit different. Because I'm telling you, that solo travel shit out to the city part, that's just something else, man. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? And personally, I've told quite a few people I just don't feel comfortable traveling by myself out there. So if you come meet me in the city, we'll go together or we'll just kick it in the city. But you'll never see me go out into some provincial area that I've never been to and I don't know. It's just not gonna happen. But John, you're right though, man. Mindanao has this reputation as one of the most dangerous areas in the Philippines. So you hear a lot of people with negative naysayer things to say about it. I tell you straight up, I vouch for Davao City, and that's all I can do. All of those particular small areas on the outskirts of Davao, Yeah, I can vouch for a couple of them. Outside of Tagum, you're pushing it. Outside of that Bootaran, you're definitely pushing it. Outside of Mati, even though I don't even think you could go further than Mati, maybe you can go further than Mati. I haven't tried, but outside of Mati, I didn't miss anything outside of Mati either. All right, so it depends on your threshold, gentlemen. That's all I can say. My man says, what I don't understand is why they are making the people pay for the shot when the average Filipino can barely afford. You know what they're telling me? I'll tell you exactly what I read. I was going to do a video on this, but I skipped it. All right. I said it's not worth it to do a video on it. So basically, the World Health Organization paired with the Red Cross, they are the groups or the organizations that are bringing these shots into the country. So basically, the 3,500 pesos is basically just covering the fees for them to bring it into the country. So it's not as if you're being charged for the shot, you're being charged to cover the fees. That's what I've been hearing. And again, like I said, you can confirm or deny this, man. You can read the article. I can't remember what article it was, and not unless you guys want me to go to the to the screen and tell you where I read the information at. You'll probably be able to find it. But basically, the shot is you're paying for the fee of the shot. You're not actually paying for the shot. You're paying for the fees for that shot. So the transportation fee, the holding fee, all the fees, the fee shot itself, and all of that stuff should average out to about 3,500 pesos, right? So if you're paying for the fee of the shot, the basic justification is you're not paying for the actual shot. You're just paying for the services in order for you to get the shot administered to you. And I guess it is wild, man, the fact that they're charging people. I think that's unfortunate. If that turns out to be true, what I read, that's truly unfortunate. All right, but I've been hearing that there's gonna be a 3,500 peso fee for the charge for the shot to the people. So that's why they're basically saying that only people who have money and means can actually afford the shit. Craziness, man. It's crazy. JJ, in a bad part of Manila once, my crazy taxi driver almost hit two guys. They got mad, started pounding on the car. He got out with the screwdriver, swinging it at them. I bailed out and ran and got into another taxi. Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit A. Boy, Filipinos have high temperament. That temperament is nothing to fuck with, man. They go from 0 to 100. You piss them off. I've seen it personally. Okay, I've seen it personally. So gotta be careful. Lot of energy out there, bro. A lot of energy out there. But I can believe that to be true, man. 100%. I can believe that to be true. You went on the bus a few times from Davao through Moncaya to Buturan, no problems. Good to be lucky. Bro, Moncaya and Buturan, those areas, I haven't really heard any negative things about those areas too. Like I said, that bus ride that you go through, that's the same ride that I ride, but I ride it through a van. Like we get one of those personal vans and they kind of drive us a little quicker. Now that personal passenger van fits about like 15 people, I guess, including the driver. So driving through those particular areas never really had an issue. Like I said, I've never had no problems. I just can't vouch for those areas because I've never stayed in those areas. I've never spent time in those areas. I'm in and out, baby. I'm in and I am out. I didn't lose anything in Mancayo. I didn't lose anything in Butuan. I didn't lose anything in these areas. So basically, Doc is just passing through. That's the best thing I can say, which is why I can't really sit there and vouch for any particular place outside of Davao City because I held residence in Davao City, more specifically on the outside of Davao City in the Davao del Sur area, which is known more so in that's your Torils and going towards Jensen and Digos. That's where we used to live at, and those places are fine. But I'm not saying that there probably wasn't some nefarious activities happening outside of the city. It's just something that wasn't really made known to the public often, or something that really didn't make the news often. And it's just something that really didn't impress us living in that area. It wasn't like I was on pins and needles and I felt like I had to sleep with a knife or a sword or a goddamn gun under my bed every night because of gunshots and shit. I mean, it wasn't like living in the projects or living in a very, very bad neighborhood in the United States. It wasn't like that. Bad shit probably happened, but for the most part, being a foreigner living out there in those particular areas, it wasn't that bad from personal experience. All right, this all I can do is speak from what happened to me. I can't speak for what happened to everybody else though. But I see we got 17 watching, man. I appreciate all 17 of y'all coming through, showing love to the good doc. Y'all know the rules. Y'all make sure y'all can rest, molest, and de-stress yourself all over that like button. If wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the good doc, hey, please feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and blessed you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Nayon Den. Back to business, man. My boy Smooth Wrist, what's going on with your family? Um, just tuning in. Sad story. We all have to be alert. We damn sure have to be safe. Be aware of our surroundings because it happen to all of us for sure. Much love to you too, my brother. Um, JX, what's good with you, man? The crypto bloodbath does continue. I was never a Bitcoin guy. I got out of it. Like I told you guys, I got out of it. I'm dealing with other cryptos right now. I don't want to get into that too deep, but yeah, I got another one that I'm rocking with that I do see a tremendous upside for. So when a lot of people made a lot of money on crypto really fast, and I think that everybody's starting to look at crypto like fast money. And what I'm starting to realize is, yo, cryptos might grow quickly, but real talk though, cryptos are definitely long term play because cryptocurrency is not the currency that we follow right now. All right. It has potential to be the currency of the future, but everybody started making so much money quick and fast with Bitcoin, and everybody's starting to think that all of these other cryptos that are coming out the wazoo, because I've heard there's at least 100. Maybe I'm tripping when I heard this, but they told me there's at least 100 different cryptocurrencies out right now. It's like, man, damn, for real, for real. So you just have to Google, do your due diligence on the ones and see what's popping. Like, trust me, Bitcoin was not overnight, gentlemen. Let me note that. Because everybody sitting there thinking Bitcoin came out of nowhere and just started killing the game, right? No, hell no. Bitcoin took a while to take off, man. Bitcoin took a while to take off. I think, matter of fact, I know specifically that Bitcoin didn't hit $100 until 2013. I don't even know how long it was out before that, but Bitcoin officially hit $100 in 2013. Okay. Now the massive uptake it's had in the last few years or so is crazy. The upward trajectory of Bitcoin, it was crazy. 100%. But there is no such thing as trying to find the next Bitcoin or anything like that. Just find the one that's going to give you the best returns. But never look at cryptocurrency as if it's going, this quick money shit. It could be quick. It just depends on how well you finesse the game and how good you are at doing what you do. But for the most part, man, you got to get in this crypto game to stay in it for a while. At least a little bit. Not, I'm talking about at the very least 6 months to a year to really start to see some things pop off. So for me, with my investments in cryptocurrency, I bought the dip. In the crypto that I'm currently invested in, like I told you guys, it's not Bitcoin. I got out of it. But the one that I got into, I buy the dips. Like I continuously buy the dips. If it drops down in price, I don't know, 20, 30%, I buy a couple more coins. If it goes a little bit more, a couple more coins. It's just the only way that I could work it. But yeah, crypto is definitely on the list of things to do. Tim, May, shout out to our brother from Florida. Appreciate you coming through. My strategy in going way up in the mountains in Agusan del Sur to meet my girlfriend's family was to go with her, only stay one night. And well, Agusan, I've heard about it. I haven't heard too much negativity about it, but I'm telling you, don't travel without your girl. That would be my literal only suggestion. Don't travel alone. Cause heaven forbid you get up in the mountains in the bookies, man, and you can't speak a lick of the language, bruh. Who gonna be there to have you back? Riddle me that, Batman. Who gonna be there to have you back? If you don't understand the lick of the language, who's gonna sit there to have you back? I can't help your ass. I promise you. If I was there, I'd help you, but I can't help you, bro. So never travel alone to your girl's place, man. Your girl gotta meet you first. That's what I tell everybody. Make your girl meet you. I think we gotta make that a video, but I think you guys should already understand that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But let your girl meet you. She gotta meet you. She got to because traveling up in those areas that you're not familiar with. I mean, granted, you're not really familiar with the Philippines, period, if it's your first time around, but damn, in areas where taxis are not in abundance or in areas where you have to try to get into bikes and trikes and all of the above, and you've run out of road that isn't concrete or anything, and you really in the sticks, my dude, what you gonna do? What you gonna do then? That's just something that as a first timer, I don't want you to ever have to worry about that shit. So make sure you with people who know they way. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just make sure you with somebody who knows their way. Shout out to my brother Pedro. What's good with you, pimping? My man, Mr. E Styles. Been a minute, my G. Uh, hey man, Doc hasn't quit, man. Hey man, like Nipsey said, baby, the marathon continues. I might be in this bitch for another 10 years before I actually take off. But you know what? I'm going to enjoy the ride all the way through, bitches. I'm telling you. I'm going to enjoy having 18 people in my building, 10 people in my building, 5 people coming through to watch the doc go live. These are the things that make me happy. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all will never get it unless you're a YouTuber. Having people who actually give a fuck about what you talk about in any capacity, that shit is meaningful. That shit is meaningful because that means people have come and taken time out of their day, whether they're working while they're listening to me, whether they're literally at the home cracking back a beer, probably watching a game or something, but Doc's on in the background or some shit. Whatever you motherfuckers are doing at this moment, you have opted to take your time, effort, and energy to listen to me. That is meaningful as fuck. That's what a lot of people don't get. Like, if I have 5 people here right now, if only 5 motherfuckers came in this bitch and they just sitting here listening to me, 5 people have taken time out of their busy schedules or taken time out of their busy evenings, a Sunday evening at that, even though I know y'all ain't got to go to work tomorrow because it is Memorial Day. Big salute to all my veterans out there and all of my active duty military folk. Um, y'all know I'm big on military shit. That was my dad and my brothers and uncles, everybody, grandfathers. They was all military based. Anyway, but yeah, the fact that y'all have taken time out of your day just to listen to me, that's something that you can't imagine how real that shit is to me. Like I said, I don't need big numbers, bro. I don't ask for a lot of motherfuckers to come here. Matter of fact, I don't beg any of y'all to be here. I'm just glad that you've opted to sit here and kick it with me while I try to educate. Okay, while I sit here and try to educate and entertain at the exact same time. Trust me, it's difficult, but it's not difficult because I know how to talk, and I mean I talk forever. But because of that, that's meaningful to me. And if you guys feel what I feel when you feel that it's real, drop a like. All right, at the very least, drop a like. All right, y'all can support if you want to, but do and drop a like. All right, please, because likes are free. They ain't costing you a damn thing. 21 now, 15 likes. Let's try to do something with that. All right, let's start there. Let's start small, people. Let's definitely start small. I just found something talking about the Death Squad and Mending Out. Okay. Yo, don't talk about that about Death Squad, please. DDS. A lot of people have asked me about DDS, which was known as the Davao Death Squad. Did it really exist? I will neither confirm or deny the existence of the Davao Death Squad. Okay. I was around during the times, my friend, when there were a lot of people coming up missing. There's a lot of shit happening. Davao Death Squad. Whoo, yeah. That's something else right there. That's just something that no foreigner should ever touch on. All right, but neither foreigner can confirm or deny the existence of the Davao Death Squad. I'll let y'all read the stories and y'all can draw your own damn conclusions. But trust me when I tell you, if they did exist, they weren't attacking us. So I can't say nothing about anything. All right, so I'm gonna keep that one to myself because I actually like living. For real, for real. 9-7, what's good with you, bro? He says the banks and Wall Street are getting into crypto, so expect whale-sized market manipulation from now on, which is not a bad thing, bro. That's not a bad thing for your short-term sellers. Like if you're just looking to pop and get some quick money in, yeah, man, get it in, fucking cash out. I'm all for that. But for me, it's kind of like I'm not looking for crypto as a short-term play, but I'm not looking at it as a short term or a long term, but more or less a mid-term play. Because granted, I do see great things happening in the future to come for sure with the use of cryptocurrency. What happens, man? Doc can't tell you, man. Can't tell you. Can't tell you. He said I'm loving crypto bloodbath. It's like Black Friday. So you ain't never lied though. I've collected, man. I done came up. Like I said, right now my focus right now and my energy is into one particular cryptocurrency, two actually, but the second one I just really did a toe dip and called it a day. But that was it. Mr. Smith, I got out of my AMC stock, man. Got out of AMC, man. I sold out at $32, which was pretty dope. Um, I'm gonna see if it goes back down below 20, and then I might scoop up some more and try that run up again. But my thing is, when the markets open on Tuesday, though, AMC gonna trip. So big love to my man, Mr. Smith, and also my brother Charles Merchant. They said they were the one who put me on AMC in this new run up that they was having. I kind of cashed out at about 30, I think it was 31, 32 on Friday. And I took my little change and I ran, man. But yeah, crypto is definitely in the money. Like for me being a first time cryptocurrency investor, like heavy into it, these fucking discounts are like beautiful because I know where it came from, right? And because you know where cryptocurrency came from, it's kind of like you can tell that it has potential to get back there again. So while everything is on the back burner, just coming back and things are starting to scale back, man, it's just like a place for you to go ahead and cash in. So definitely, that's the best way to look at it for sure. Good advice, Mike. He said that's what I did. She came to the city and we traveled together on our hubble hubble. I'm sorry, through the dirt roads. Oh, I know what you mean. I'm sorry. It was just funny to hear to have to say that out loud. But yeah, man, never travel alone, man, for sure. Wifey, girlfriend, whatever, they gotta travel with you. For I refuse to travel alone, gentlemen. I refuse. If I'm going into the province, I'm never going alone. I think every time I've traveled to the province, I'm like at least five deep, period. Whether it be just me and my young lady and a couple of our friends, whether it's just me, my young lady, and maybe some of her family members, I never, ever, 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 ever travel alone. I don't trust it. I don't trust the process. I don't know these people. I don't know if somebody gonna try to snake me out of some cash or something. No, I let baby girl pay for everything, and I just sit back in the cut and chill. That's my job. I'm just there to enjoy the ride. All right. When you come and you say, "Oh, baby, got to pay for this," okay, just tell me what need to be paid for it, how much we got to pay, so I can do my part. But other than politicking and having the conversations with people, man, I leave that one to the experts. Right? Doc is no expert. All right, I know a little bit of the words and the terminology because you guys know the language has changed fucking every 5 damn kilometers in the Philippines. It's like the language is different in every 10 kilometers there. Speak Visayan in Davao City, you start going to Jensen and Digos, all of a sudden they speak in a whole different language. I'm like, motherfucker, this is not Visayan. You know, you go to Surigao del Sur, it's a completely different language, man. So I stopped trying. But yeah, make sure you never travel alone. Let the experts be your guide. All right, let the experts do their job. You shouldn't take risk in country that you wouldn't take in your own country. That is probably some rules and life lessons to live by, my friend. That is a great rule to live by. If you wouldn't take the risk in your own country, yeah, don't take it in the Philippines. If your ass wouldn't willingly drive through the ghetto in the United States of America, why in the fuck would you do? Why in the fuck would you do that shit in the Philippines? 100%. Why in the hell would you put yourself at risk? At risk. Why the fuck would you put yourself at risk if you know what I'm saying? That shit happen. All right, it's just not worth it. So for sure, man, I'm with you on that one. He said we'll be proud to be the OGs on your stream once you pop off. When Doc starts making a whole bunch of people come through and show up, man, you know, see, there's one thing about me that a lot of people don't know. I don't forget the ones that have been down since day one. I never forget. I never forget. Doc has a elephant's brain. Is that what they say? When you remember a lot of shit, something like that. Anyway, I know I got a big ass head, so hopefully there's a big enough brain in there for all that shit. But what I tell people, man, I don't forget shit. I don't. I don't forget nothing. I don't forget how you were in my comment sections. I don't forget the energy that you give me. I don't forget the comments that you leave. I don't forget the consistency. I don't forget anything. So if you were with me when this roller coaster was going up, please believe when we plateau and we peak and we start really getting it in, Doc, don't forget the real ones, man. I do not forget my real ones. I do not forget my OGs. Like one dude for sure that I will never forget. This brother does not comment anymore. This brother don't do shit. I might see him visibly, visibly leave a comment once in a blue moon, but he's been around since your boy had 100 fucking subscribers, probably before I made it to 100 subscribers. All right. And every now and again, when he pops up in the chat, he knows that I'm gonna shout him out. He don't like it, but he knows I'm gonna do it. And I just want y'all to know that y'all ain't gonna be forgotten, right? When I make it big, because I will make it big. Y'all know better than that. I will be great. Just it's just a matter of time, right? It's only a matter of time. Just I gotta relax and chill and play my part and know my role until it's time to get there. All right. Everybody knows that. But I will be glad to have the people who were down since day one in the corner when the boy blows up. Okay. Trust me, you're latching on to the right one. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You're locking into the right one. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. I'm not gonna tell you this road's gonna be easy, but when the boy finally makes it, trust me, he don't forget the ones that rock with die from day one. Believe in that shit. Shout out to my man JD Orca. What's good with you, man? Hold on, my bad. What's good with you, man? The future is Ethereum. That's my second one. That's my second one. That's what I'm into right now. There's one coin and then Ethereum. It's my other one. So there's two actually. It will surpass Bitcoin. Hey, I pray that it does, man. And when it does, and the doctor made like $1 billion of some shit, Ethereum shit, we're gonna get all right. He says hilarious doc, it's the classic quote, the language changes every 10 kilometers. Bruh, it do. No cap, man. The language in the Philippines change every damn 10 kilometers. Y'all think I'm joking. Anybody who been to the Philippines knows the language in the country, that shit changed. It adjusts briefly, like every fucking 10 kilometers. That's why there's like a fucking million dialect. There's a million fucking dialects in the country, guys. For real. Ask any Filipino. That language changes quite frequently in the country. You in one area, literally traveling from Tagum to Nambutaran. That is a very short ride, maybe about 15, 20 minutes max. That is a whole different language there. From Nambutaran to Mancayo, that is completely different language. I said, huh? I said, bitch, I said, wait a minute. I said, where are we again? Dude, I'm thinking I'm about to hear some Visayan shit. Dude, that is some very altered Visayan. So rather than even trying to hurt myself, yes, ladies and gentlemen, language change every like 10 kilometers in the Philippines, bro, for sure. um, JX, he says, are most long distance relationship placeholders for Filipinas? I saw the topic on another channel. Oh, wow. Say that one more time and slowly. Are long distance relationships placeholders for Filipinas? So are you telling me that Filipinas are in a long distance relationships with what I would assume to be a foreigner in order to I need to know that. I need to know the premise of that one. So they're in long distance relationships with what I assume to be a foreigner to hold a place until they actually get somebody? Because then to me that wouldn't make sense. Why would it? I don't know, bro. I need to know the premise first before I can talk on it because I need to know the approach to the topic, which it is a very, very interesting topic. I literally like the way I like that thought. That would definitely be a video I would love to talk about. I just need to know from what premise it's coming from so that I can make sure that I approach it or attack it in the right way and not miss the point because it is a tendency to miss the point. And two Filipinos from different areas who don't speak each other's language. Tagalog, absolutely not. English instead. You damn right, man. You better speak English because English is the national language anyway. All right. So we got 15 in the building, man. I appreciate all 15 of y'all coming through, showing love to the good doc. Hey, you know the rules, man. Y'all make sure y'all can rest, but let's and de-stress yourself over that like button. It wants it, it needs most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the good doc, feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and blessed that you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're done. Damn. Did anybody understand any fucking thing I just said? Good God. That shit gave me a nosebleed. But yo, I need to know the premise of that topic though, because that has colored me intrigued. Definitely interested to see what we could do with that one. Please let me know. Shout out to my brother Hellraiser. What's good with you, people? Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, let me read that again because that is hella interesting. Long distance relationships placeholders for Filipinos. If I'm thinking about this out loud, this is just a good doc thinking out loud. Again, color me intrigued, right or wrong about it. But when you say placeholders, you just mean that they're in relationships with somebody just until somebody else comes along. That reminds me of that. Was that John Ford Cooley? Oh, it's sad to belong to someone else when the right one comes along. Was that Ford Cooley? Yeah, I think that was John Ford Cooley. Oh, it's sad to belong to someone else when the right one comes along. Yes, it's sad to belong to someone else when the right one comes along. Yeah, that's John Ford Cooley, right? Come on now. Confirm or deny, please, because I'm lost. But anyways, that's what I'm thinking about when I hear it. I'm just basically thinking about They're just waiting for the right one to come along, and the foreigner's just there to hold the place, right? Yeah. Color me intrigued, my friend. Color me intrigued. Anyways, yo, 13, 18, 19, 20 watching. I All right, shout out to happy holidays too, man. I'm definitely going to enjoy myself tomorrow. I got a couple things I need to do. In the meantime, in between time, we'll just chill. All right. Doc, I just go what you said before, and I have to admit, I think I have your smooth intro memorized. Hey, my intro has been the same for a long time, but I love saying it when I say it. We ain't gonna go there. He said, I think most Filipinos are just waiting for the foreigner who gets there. Oh, okay. So they kind of treat long distance relationships as placeholders until an actual foreigner is there with them to be with them. Does that mean the person that is the long distance placeholder, or is that person that's the long distance placeholder just chilling until that per? Look, man, I like the concept. Sounds very, very interesting. If you guys want a video, I could do it, but it's not required. For sure. I appreciate anybody who's memorized my introduction. By now, if you've heard it enough times, that works. Bruh, hey, don't get me on the karaoke machine, Pippin. That's my shit. But nah, I suck at singing, man. Don't blame. My ex trying to get me to learn Visayan. I said, why would I take years learning Visayan just to go to another island? They can't understand anyone. That is a problem. That is foreigner problems, my dude. That is foreigner problems in the Philippines right there. You learn one language just to go somewhere else and be confused. Like yo, this ain't Tagalog, bro. This shit don't sound nothing like Tagalog. Does anybody know what the hell they saying? Because I don't know what they saying. But definitely, man, English is the way to go, my friend. Just stick to English. Stick to English. Okay? Don't hurt yourselves. Because I'm not gonna hurt myself trying to learn a whole bunch of different languages. I'm gonna stick with Visayan and Tagalog as the primary languages that I plan to actually try to lock in on. That's because when I do get back, I do plan on spending the majority of my time in Davao City. And Tagalog is just a language that's kind of spoken in all the other places. So if you don't understand Visayan and your ass don't understand Tagalog, guess what? We going straight to English. And I already got English down pat, so I don't need to worry about that one. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, unless you guys got anything else to talk to the doc about, man, I would love to hear what you guys got to say, man. If you guys ain't got nothing else to say, I'm gonna let y'all go on about y'all lives, man. Like I said, I may come on tomorrow. That's a big maybe. That is a hell of a question mark because yeah, that's just a question mark. I mean, I don't know what you guys have going on. If you got barbecues or get-togethers with family and stuff like that, I want you to be able to enjoy your time for sure, for sure. So, I'm not gonna spend too much time bullshitting around and whatnot, but I might come through and say what's up. All right, here we go. Further clarification. Thank you. Let's say you're in a long distance relationship and you've never met. Okay. Do you think the foreigners in country has the advantage? Man, hands down, hell yeah, bro. If you Jay, you were here when I told you when I told my story, right? Y'all don't remember the story I told y'all? Long story short, there was this young lady that was talking to some dude in Germany, but I managed to convince her to let me get that because I was there. Okay. That's pretty much it, man. I do believe that being the guy that's physically in front of her, granted, that was an asshole move on my part. I'll take full credit and responsibility, full credit and responsibility. That's fucking funny. I'm taking credit and I'm taking responsibility. Um, yeah, man, the foreigner who's physically there is going to get that action for sure. For sure. Oh my God. The foreigner in country is always going to have. Yes, he's always gonna get it. Okay. So if I would hope and I would pray that a foreigner who has never met their significant other wouldn't consider their relationship to be more official than a whistle without actually meeting them. I think we've had this talking point in the back of our minds for many, 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 many years now. You can't really call a relationship official until you've actually physically been together, right? So it would be hard for me to actually have a foreigner sit there and tell me, yo, man, I'm in a relationship with a girl that I never met. Huh? What you say? Really though? You in a relationship with a young lady you ain't never met? Like you ain't never had no conversation with baby girl. I mean, well, you had conversations, but you ain't never physically been in the same place with this young lady ever. But you telling me that that's your girl and that's the woman that you could potentially marry, unless it's for religious reasons, because that is what's listed on these visas, these fiance visa shits. Unless it's like for religious reasons that you guys haven't physically met yet, that's different. But yeah, you can't sit there and convince me otherwise that a foreigner in country isn't gonna have dibs on that ass, rather than a person just trying to call it a long online relationship. Because what you fail to realize, guys, and I don't care how many different ways you say this, Doc gonna tell you the truth because Doc is one that I have got to tell this truth, okay? I don't care if you in a long distance relationship or not. If you call it a long distance relationship, I respect your decision to do so. But you cannot convince me under any guise, under any policy, that a Filipina doesn't need sexual stimulation too. As you as the man needs sexual healing your damn self. Vice versa, I believe women need the same. So if there's a significant period of time where and you're gone and you don't know when you're coming and she has to do this by herself and the only thing she can rely on is your word that y'all in a relationship, I'm just under the guise that at least baby girl gonna have a partner, a fun buddy, somebody that can cover you while you're not there. That doesn't necessarily mean that the fun buddy is going to be the relationship. The fun buddy is kind of like your placeholder until the actual foreigner gets there. So let's rock. Let's focus on that thought real quick. The fun buddy is nothing more than a placeholder for your ass because you can't give it a dick like you hope that you could. And then when you come, we'll just shift out. You know what I'm saying? You'll trade shifts. He shift, you shift in, he'll shift out, and then the relationship can resume as it's supposed to. Correct me if I'm wrong. To me, a fun buddy is a placeholder. Period. Until you get there. Once you're there, then you assume your rightful place in your rightful situation. As long as you want to continue on with that situation. So there's a lot of place holding going on, if you ask me. Just me. There's a lot of place holding. It's a lot going on, people. A lot going on. A woman from Mindanao told me if I'm gonna learn the language, learn Tagalog first. That's very true. Everyone speaks Tagalog. It's taught in schools, but in Luzon they don't speak Cebuano. Yes. Learn Tagalog if you're gonna learn any Philippine language because yes, it is the national Philippine language. But trying to go to Cebu and speak Tagalog, they're gonna look at you like you lost your mind. They're gonna speak to you in English. Trying to go to Davao and doing that shit, yeah and no at the exact same time. So yeah, I mean it's just up to you, man. I believe that you should focus on the area you plan on spending the majority of your time, and then worry about what language you're going to speak if that's where you plan to spend your time. He says, I'm sipping right now, enjoying my holiday, bro. They say in June is going to be the month for the Philippines to open up. What do you say? Look, I'll put it to you like this. If the Philippines opens up completely in June or July, guess what? I win. I win. You want to know why I win? Because that was my prediction from day one. I told y'all June, July of 2021. How many times have I said it? If it opens up, you're gonna see a black fat motherfucker try to do a cartwheel and a backflip at the exact same time in celebration because then I would actually be right about something. So let it open up in June or July. Oh, I'm gonna be talking shit. Oh, I'm gonna be talking shit. Oh, y'all gonna have to pay for my services after that. That's what I tell everybody. Y'all gonna have to start paying me for my services because I'm psychic now. You know what I'm saying? I said if my prediction of June or July comes to fruition of 2021, you're looking at an official psych. All right. Look, y'all gonna have to come holler at me like Sister Cleo, man. Y'all everybody remember Sister Cleo. Call me now for your free tarot reading. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all go get a 1-800 number and it's gonna charge you it's gonna charge you a peso a minute. Yeah, y'all gonna pay a peso a minute to come holler at me. It's gonna be 1 penny every second. So sick. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Anyways, man, I'm just praying that I am right. If I'm wrong, I don't care. I'll get over it. Miss Rose, that's right, Rose. There you go, baby. How you doing? Appreciate you being there. If you are dating a woman who is Messiah, they are proud of that. True, and they will want you to learn Messiah. True. or think you're going for a BGC girl if you start with Tagalog. Yeah, for some reason Tagalog does seem a bit fancy to people in Davao. Like, who you speak Tagalog or some shit? It's weird, but it is what it is. That's why I think LDRs are placeholders unless you met them. Yeah, yeah, you're right, man. They are they. If that's the way you're looking at it, Jay, 100%, man. I believe they're placeholders. Yeah, unless you meet them in person, it's not official. My man said a no bra cartwheel. Hey, bro, let me be right. Let me be right. Okay. Don't you do not. I'm telling you right now. I love y'all to death, but you don't want me to be right because you think I got a big ass head now. That motherfucker gonna be so big. I gotta fit side. I gotta go sideways through doors to get into that bitch for sure. You think my head big now? Let me be right about that. Let me be right. I can't walk in the rooms straight ahead, man. I gotta turn sideways to get this big ass head through the room. Believe that. Believe that. Tell y'all, man, my services are not gonna be free. But yeah, man, prayerfully it all works out. He says if you're right about opening in June or July, the first 10 beers are on me. Hey, Jay, say less, my friend. Say less. Say less. I would be shocked, but I wouldn't say so much June, but definitely July does have a tendency. Like for some reason, I see things heating up for July. You guys saw the video that I made, and I know a couple of other vloggers made this too. But you saw about that green lane pass for those that are vaccinated and shit. That's kind of a step in the right direction. And even in that article, guys, they were talking about how they're trying to rebuild their tourism community. You know, they're talking about how they're trying to get these jobs back in the tourism industry open again. And I think that more or less them opening the country will be for the benefit of their own rather than the foreigners being able to come in. But we're just able to benefit off of that as like a residual result. You feel me? That's kind of what I believe. Yeah. He said dog will be Nostradamus if it opens in June or July. You think I'm playing? Y'all think I am playing? Y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Y'all think it's a joke. I told you, man, my head's already big. Telling you, if I'm right about this one, I'm not gonna be able to walk through doors straight ahead. I gotta turn to the side. Cause that'll be like my first prediction and it all go well. That'd be crazy, guys. For real, for real. I hope I'm right too, man. JD, do not listen to me on cryptos. Nah, my cryptocurrencies. Uh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not. Don't bank on that one. Please don't. I'm just playing what other people told me. All right. So I am not going to even remotely play the game with the cryptos. I have my fun. My predictions are my predictions. That's all it is, man. That is all that it is, player. All right. Anywho, I hope y'all had some fun, man. Just wanted to politic with y'all for a quick second. Hope you guys enjoy your holiday weekend. Let me go ahead and shout out everybody who's here. You know, touch everybody in the most inappropriate way humanly possible. Just give me a uno momento. I'll be glad to handle that. All right, JD, what's good with you, bro? My man Jay was Jay. What's up, man? My man Mr. Hellraiser raising hell. Always good to see you, JX, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Rose, thank you for your time, effort, and energy. You told me your name, man. You told it to me, and I feel bad because I don't want to call you that. That name is so long, bro. Tell me what you want me to call you, and I got you. I want to say it began with a B. I remember we talked about that one, but it's been so long, bro, and I am not trying to fuck your name up. I really am not. Um, if I miss your name, leave it down at the bottom. I'll be glad to chat you out. JD Orca, always love, brother. Appreciate you coming through, my brother, Mr. Smith. As always, I'm following more or less y'all on the cryptocurrency calls. We'll just see how it plays. 9-7. My brother, Smooth Riffs. I'm sorry, my man, Eyes On. Damn. You said smooth and I done said too many words. Appreciate you coming through. My man Styles, appreciate you coming through. Pedro, always love. Tim H, appreciate you. There's my boy Smooth Riffs. That's where we at. Appreciate the love, my dude. John Thomas, man, appreciate you being here. If I miss your name, leave it down at the bottom. I'll let you guys rock out. Lamont Taylor, appreciate the love, my brother. Thank you for being here. If I Earl Owens, there you go. No, it's them Popeyes biscuits. Popeye's chicken biscuits. Them shit be dry to me, man. And of course, you know who you are, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to go and get to getting, man. Unless y'all got anything else to add to it, I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. God bless. Peace.